Okay, welcome to Nuts and Bolts Part 2. Here we're going to talk about Amazon publishing. This is where you're going to publish your book in paperback or Kindle or both. Again, this is free. There's no cost to publish on Amazon. If you don't want it on a public forum like Amazon, you can create a homemade book or take your Word document to a printer. A few questions to ask yourself prior to starting the book are: do you want to add family pictures to your book? Are you willing to put in the extra editing time? And does your relative want pictures in the book? Now, pictures make the book more interesting, but you may need more assistance from customer service if you're like me and not so savvy on desktop publishing. If you opt for Amazon, it's a fairly simple process, and I'm going to walk you through this. First, go to amazon.kdp.com. Set up an account if you don't have one. Click on Bookshelf at the top of the page. And there's several steps to go through here, and I'll take these in order. Under Create a New Title, choose Paperback. Now you can always opt for a Kindle later. In fact, they'll encourage you to create a Kindle version after you've done your paperback. Amazon's going to ask you to sign into your account, so if you don't have one, you'll need to create one. And if you need assistance, Google Amazon's phone number. You can call them and get a human being to assist you. I love that. You don't have to talk to a robot. This will save you so much stress as you get further into the nuts and bolts of creating your book. Bottom line, Amazon makes it pretty easy. You'll be asked to choose the book's primary language and your book's title. You may want to call it Series 1 if you intend to interview other families. Otherwise, just skip the series information. If you plan to stick with your own family and interview more people, you probably want to call it Edition 1. In the Contributors section, add another name if someone else helped you create the book. They'll thank you for sharing the credit. The description section is important because people read descriptions to decide whether they want to read the book or not. Just make sure your description actually describes the book. Don't embellish. Not cool. I encourage you to get a copyright for your book so no one else can change or edit it. You can write the Library of Congress, and they have forms they can send you. But there's a new service that streamlines the process for you. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to. This service is called CoSynd, CoSynd, so you might want to check that out. Now you're on the section where you enter keywords. Keywords are the words in a Google search. An example might be family, family tree, autobiography, ancestry, etc. This is how people find your book, so you want your keywords to relate to your book. Next, you choose categories. This is where you select the category that best describes your book. Does your book contain language, situations, or images inappropriate for children under 18 years of age? Simply indicate yes or no. Hopefully, no. Books have an ISBN. An ISBN, or International Standard Book Number, is a unique 10-digit number assigned to every published book. An ISBN identifies a title's binding, edition, and publisher. You'll be asked if you want to use your own or one that Amazon assigns you. The advantage is using the Amazon one is free. However, Amazon becomes the publisher. If you want to be the publisher, which means you have full control over the sales of your book, Bowkers is one site that will sell you one. Go to www.myidentifiers.com for more information. You'll have to decide on your print options now. I typically choose black and white interior with white paper, but you can decide based on your preference. I usually choose 8.5 by 11 for my trim size, but that's because I'm not word processing savvy and I don't know how to set it up for a 6 by 9, which you may prefer. Choose no bleed, then decide if you want a matte or a glossy finish for your cover. You're going to see how your book will actually appear in print. Cool. You'll be instructed to upload your paperback manuscript by pressing the yellow button. After your book's been uploaded, you can choose your cover. I've always taken the easy route by using Amazon's covers. To do this, press the yellow button that says Launch Cover Creator. It'll give you several selections to choose from, and you can format the cover to your personal taste with your personal message. If you choose to upload your own cover, you'll have this option too. Now, if you're technically challenged like me, you can always contact Amazon by phone and get an actual human guide to help you through the process. After you've perfected your cover, you'll launch the previewer. Here, you'll check for typos, spacing, and make sure this is really how you want your book to appear. Remember, you can also add pictures to your book if you've scanned them into your computer. However, these can look different on the launch previewer than they appear on your Word document. How they appear on the launch previewer is exactly how they're going to appear in your book. So you need to have everything exactly how you want it to appear before you hit that approve button or submit button. Once you've approved the book, you'll be asked to price the book and answer some distribution questions. Within a few days, you'll have your published book displayed on Amazon, and you can buy 100 copies for your relatives. Okay, what I really meant was you can tell your relatives the book is now available on Amazon. Your family will thank you. Now you can add author to your bio.